I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm happy to be in your class.
Good, good. It looks like I'm having a problem with my camera again.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay, well, geez, I need to restart it, but I won't right now. It won't be too big a problem. I don't know why that keeps happening. Marco, hello.
Hi, Stephanie. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
For me, good afternoon for me. Okay, I don't know exactly where you are.
Oh, good. It is. Yeah, it's late afternoon, early evening, 6 p.m. where I am.
Okay, for me also.
Oh, where are you?
Fine, very fine, really.
Great, great. And where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador, Quito, Ecuador.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome. It's nice to meet you.
The same. Nice to meet you also.
Great.
The same.
All right, Wellington, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. And Greg, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. All right, everyone, we are here. Today is a special day. Does anyone know what special day it is here in the United States where I am?
Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thanksgiving. A holiday, a special day, one of my favorite holidays. So that's our topic tonight. Let me say hello, Javier. Javier? Oh, right, must be having some technical problems. Asma, hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Good. Great. Well, all right. So welcome, everyone. This is our Thanksgiving class, one of my favorite holidays. And so I like to teach about holidays. Learning a language means learning a culture, or several cultures. So it's important to learn about holidays. This is one of my favorites. So we have a little reading lesson with some vocabulary work, some discussion questions, and that'll be about what we do. So if you were here last year, I did teach this lesson last year. It's officially past 1 year for me teaching on Verbling. So this is the second time that I have done this Thanksgiving lesson. But it's a good lesson, some interesting vocabulary, history, and then some idioms too that are good. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to share the lesson, and I will also put a link in the chat so you can have this on your own screen if you'd like, or print it, whatever you'd like. All right. So on the first page we see this. Does anyone have any idea what this is called?
No.
It's a very uncommon word, even for native speakers. This is actually called a I wonder if I can spell it right. Cornucopia. Cornucopia. Hopefully I've spelled that right. But a cornucopia is just this horn-shaped item full of food. We see it at Thanksgiving and Harvest Festival. All right, we are starting with vocabulary, some of which I've already used. Um, One thing, we are going to do this activity. Well, it's a preview, so you may not know the words. You might just be guessing. That's okay. But if this were a face-to-face class, I would do pronunciation practice with these words. So we're going to kind of do that online. It's a little different for me, but I'm just going to read each word, and I'll give time for you to repeat it on your side. You can do that with your microphone off if you don't want people to hear you, or you can leave it on. But that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to read each word and give you time to repeat. All right, so we'll just try this. Honor.
Honor.
Very good. It's very strange for me. I'm used to my whole class saying back, honor. Very nice. Harvest.
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 Great. Lunar.
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 Autumn.
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 Atom.
Good. Hut.
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 Wander.
Wonder.
Wonder.
Wander.
Decorate.
Decorate.
Ancestor.
Ancestor.
Settler.
Settler. Settler or settler?
Yeah, I was just going to say there's a second pronunciation that's kind of 3 syllables. Settler.
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 Colony.
Colony.
Good. Starvation.
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 Good. And disease.
Disease.
Good. Very nice. I always neglect that in online teaching, but it is important. All right, we're going to go through. When it's your turn, read the word and take a guess as to the definition. And that will be it. Wellington, would you go first, please?
Okay.
Um,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Oh, boy, wait a second. You just reminded me of a tradition that we have to do, that I meant to do. Oh, I'm glad you said that. You know what? We'll do it at the end, but at the end of class, we're each going to say one thing we are thankful for. So everyone be thinking about that. That's a Thanksgiving tradition we do. Okay. Thank you, Wellington, and happy Thanksgiving to you. And thank you for going first.
Okay. Honor. Honor. Is leather. Letter F to show respect for.
Yeah, good. And it is a silent
So-
H there, so honor. Honor.
Honor. Honor. Okay.
Very nice. Thank you, Wellington. Marco, your turn.
Okay. Harvest. Function, family member, person. Fall, the season between summer and winter.
No, this is a different one. This is a different one.
Harvest. Of the moon, for leather from that. Letter J, food gathered from the land, such as grains and vegetables.
Yes, excellent. Letter J is the harvest. Food gathered from the land. Great. Thank you, Marco. Greg, next one. Oh, you just fell out. Okay, Asma, you're up for number 3 then.
Okay. Lunar. Of the moon.
Exactly, very good. There's a Latin root there. Thank you, Esma. Anna, the next one. Ana Carolina? Ana Carolina, are you there?
As yes, yes.
Okay.
My connection dropped and
Oh,
I
no.
dropped. Okay, autumn, fall. This is a season between summer and winter.
Excellent. Yep,
Very
autumn
good.
is more typical in Europe, and here in the States we might say fall. Very nice. Thank you, Ana Carolina. All right, back around to Wellington.
Okay. Hut. A small house or shelter.
Exactly. Very good. Hut.
Hut.
Excellent. Yeah, and it's usually made of like sticks or mud, not a modern house. All right. Marco, number 6, please.
Okay, wonder. Wonder is okay?
Yes,
My
wander.
pronunciation, wonder is fine.
Yep,
Wonder.
wander.
I think letter A, hunger, no enough food.
Ah, close. It is not hunger. I'm going to give you a hint. This is a verb, so it's something you do.
Wonder. I don't know. Letter E, maybe a person who start to live a new place. No. Sorry about this. This another another number. I don't know what the letter is.
This one is, let's see, I'm going to give you a hint. We'll notice all the verbs. Here's a verb, D,
To make it more beautiful.
F,
Okay.
or H. That's the uncommon one.
From place. Go from place to place. Go to H to go
Yeah,
from place to place.
very good. Yes, it is. So if you wander, you are going from one place to another place, usually without purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, so just kind of going slowly and wandering without purpose. Very good. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you.
All right. Greg, you're up. Next one.
Okay, decorate to make more beautiful.
Yes, excellent. To make more beautiful. D. We decorate our tables with a cornucopia of food. Asma, next one.
Okay. Ancestor. Uh, a family member from long ago.
Yep. So beyond your great grandparents.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Asma. Ana Carolina, how's your connection?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Settler.
Yeah.
One second. Um, a person who starts to live in a new place.
Good. Yeah. Letter I. Very good. And you might see in there the base root settle. To settle, to like get situated or get into a place. Good. All right. Back around to Wellington.
Okay. And colony. A new region settled by people from another country.
Nice. Nice, yep. So settlers might build a colony. All right, Marco, next one, starvation.
Okay, hunger, no enough food.
Yeah, if you have starvation, you do not have enough food to survive. Good. And our last one, Greg.
Disease, sickness, illness.
Excellent. Always the easiest.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So, any questions about those vocabulary words? All right. Each of them appears in our reading. We have 6 paragraphs and 6 people. How wonderful. So each of you will get a chance to read a paragraph. Let's see, should I do the start or the end? I will do the end. I'm going to do the last one because it has all the food. So, let's see. Wellington started us last time. Let's have Marco. Would you start and read paragraph 1 for us?
Okay. Okay, thank you. Harvest festivals and Thanksgiving celebrations have been held throughout the world for thousands of years. The ancient Greeks held a 3-day festival every autumn to honor Demeter, their goddess of grain. The Romans also held a fall festival honoring their goddess of corn, Ceres. These celebrations include music, games, parades, and Thanksgiving feast. The ancient Egyptians honored the god of vegetation, meaning with a harvest festival as well. Like the Romans, the Egyptians partying with music, dancing, and sports.
All right. Thank you, Marco. Very nice. So, old history around the world of harvest festivals. One word, this one is parades. Parades. And so some activities they did. Any questions about this paragraph? Any vocabulary questions? All right.
No.
Good. Let's continue. All right. A little more history. This paragraph goes on also to here. Moving to the left. Greg, will you take the second paragraph, please?
Okay. The ancient Chinese celebrated a harvest festival called Chung Chui. This holiday fell on the 15th day of the 8th month in the lunar calendar. Still today, Chinese all over the world remember this special festival by baking round yellow moon cakes to symbolize the beautiful full moon. The Autumn Festival of Sukkot, celebrated by the ancient Hebrew people, is still celebrated today by Jewish families around the world. Sukkot is named for the huts of sukkahs that people lived in as they wandered through the desert. These small huts were built of branches and could be easily put together and taken apart. Today, many Jewish families build symbolic huts and decorate them with the fruit and vegetables, and eat the evening meal under the stars, remembering their ancestors' harvest celebration so long ago.
All right, very nice, nice. Good work, and I think you pronounced that how I would have, Sukkoth. I don't know if that's right either, but you said it how I would have. Very nice. This one is Hebrew.
Hebrew.
All right, great. Any questions on the second paragraph?
No.
Okay, great. Let's continue. So paragraph 3 for Asma, your turn.
Okay. Thanksgiving ceremonies were held in North America by the Native American people long before the arrival of European settlers. Like other cultures around the world, the natives showed thanks for their harvests by singing, dancing, and praying. The American Thanksgiving holiday that we know today began in the early days of the American colonies almost 400 years ago. In 1620, a group of about 100 people left England, looking for religious freedom and a better life in America. This group of people, called the Pilgrims,
Mhm.
had wanted to separate from the Church of England and start their own church in the New World. When they arrived, uh, yeah, their first winter was very difficult, and many of them died from starvation and disease.
Nice. Very good, Asma. Thank you. Good pronunciation, too. Pilgrims. That was good. Pilgrims. There was one other, but I forgot which one it was.
Maybe harvests or harvests.
Harvests. This is a difficult consonant cluster. So in normal speech, we probably wouldn't pronounce the T.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just simplify it by saying harvest.
harvest. Yeah, like insects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, exactly. Yep, that T kind of disappears. Good question. Great, nice reading. Any questions on any of the vocabulary in this paragraph or the content?
No.
Right. Great. This is commonly taught in the schools. This is the story I heard growing up. All right, let's continue. So we're in the history. Paragraph 4 goes to Anna Carolina.
The following year, a group of Native Americans began to teach the settlers many things about survival in their new land. They taught them how to grow corn and other crops in the unfamiliar soil, how to collect sap from the maple trees to make syrup, how to gather wild rice, and how to collect berries. They also taught them how to fish and hunt. In 1621, the Pilgrims had a very successful harvest, and they were able to put away food for the long winter ahead. That year, the colonists had a lot to be thankful for, so they planned a large feast and celebrated for 3 days. They invited the natives to their celebration because they had taught them so much about how to live in America. In the following years, the colonists continued to celebrate their harvest with a feast of Thanksgiving to be a national holiday. On oops, in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln declared Thanksgiving to be a national holiday. Although the original Thanksgiving feast occurred sometime in late October, now Americans celebrate the fourth Thursday in November as their official Thanksgiving Day.
Excellent. Very nice, Anna Carolina. Thank you. So there's the rest of our history leading into the present day. Any questions on this paragraph?
Do you know what was the original day? I don't know. In this paragraph, doesn't mention about it.
I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, it says originally it occurred sometime in late October, but they don't have like a specific date. Yeah, so it looks like it's moved back. It was originally earlier, and now it's a little bit later. But no, I don't know a specific date either.
Okay.
It's interesting. Interesting question. Good. Any other questions on this paragraph? All right. Just advice. This one is a little hard to pronounce. Settlers is the easiest way. Settlers. So the two T's sound like a D. And it comes from the verb settle. So if you say settle and then just add a ers, settlers. All right, nice work. Let's go back to Wellington for paragraph 5, please.
Okay. Canadians share many Thanksgiving traditions with their neighbors to the south. In fact, the first North American celebration of Thanksgiving by Europeans took place in Newfoundland, Canada. The English settlers, led by the explorer Martin Frobisher, held a traditional British harvest feast in the year 1578. For many years after, Canadians continued to hold Thanksgiving celebrations whenever they had a good reason to rejoice. Sometimes they celebrated because of a military victory; other times it was recovery from illness. In 1870, the Canadian government decided to officially mark a day of Thanksgiving because the growing season is shorter in Canada and the harvest comes earlier. Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving earlier than Americans. Since 1957, Canadian Thanksgiving Day has been held on the second Monday in October.
Very nice. Thank you, Wellington. Excellent. Great. So Canada has an earlier Thanksgiving, and they actually did it before the United States. That's something they didn't teach me growing up. I didn't know that until I taught this lesson last year. Great. Any questions on the third paragraph?
What is the meaning of rejoice?
Oh, good. That's a great word. If you are rejoicing, you are celebrating joyfully. This is a little bit, often we use this word with religious contexts or in religious situations. You would rejoice in the glory of the Lord.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
good question. Other questions? Right, nice. One more paragraph to go. Let's see. I was going to read that one, but let's see if Marco, do you want to read a second time?
Okay.
All right.
In both Canada and the United States, Thanksgiving is a time to spend with the family and friends. It is a day to stop working and to give thanks for one's life, health, family, food, and freedom. Some people spend time praying in their churches, while others spend the day relaxing at home. Most families share a festive meal together with traditional dishes such as turkey and stuffing, mashed potatoes, squash of turnips, cranberry sauces, and of course the traditional pumpkin pie for dessert. Dessert.
Very nice. Oh boy, I just got hungry again.
Yeah.
Great. All right, let's take a look at some of these foods for a moment. I'm going to switch over to Google Images, and we'll just look at these delicious foods for a moment. Thanksgiving dinner is probably my favorite meal of the year. It's all very delicious. Let's see. First, they mentioned turkey and stuffing. The turkey, sure, it's good, but stuffing is the best. Stuffing is breadcrumbs that are stuffed inside the turkey, and it's breadcrumbs, carrots, celery, spices, and then it cooks in the turkey, so it gets all that meat juice in it.
Very delicious.
Yeah, it's excellent. Let's see. Next, we mentioned mashed potatoes. You probably are familiar with, but let's just look at them anyway. And gravy. The article doesn't mention gravy, but you will always have gravy on your mashed potatoes. Usually the gravy is made of turkey. It's part of the turkey. Let's see, then squash or turnips. I've never seen turnips.
What is gravy?
Dinner. What's that?
Sorry, what is gravy? Is a sauce of what? I don't know.
Meat.
Good, great question. Sorry,
Sauce
your
of meat.
connection's cutting out a little. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Wellington.
Sauce of meat, right?
Exactly. Yep, it's a meat sauce.
It's
Sauce.
Yeah, go ahead, Anna.
You know the pictures of the turkeys, the turkey stuffing. What could you the turkey picture? What is the name of the stuffing? Because when I want to describe a Brazilian barbecue, I am always trying to know how to call each,
This?
and I don't know.
We call it stuffing.
Ah, my gosh.
Yeah, just stuffing.
It's like a powder made of cassava, you know.
Yeah, you would say
Farofa in Portuguese.
if you wanted to describe stuffing, you would probably say breadcrumbs, or dried. It's dried breadcrumbs, with seasoning. Let's see, with seasoning, and usually carrots and celery. Is that what is farofa? What's in farofa?
I think it's crumbs. I don't know. I tried to Google and I couldn't.
It looks similar, but those crumbs are more crumbs. Stuffing crumbs are usually big. They're actually like chunks of bread. So you can see they're kind of big pieces of bread. And then there's usually carrots and celery chopped up and seasoning.
Stephanie, farofa is not made of bread.
Oh, what's it made of?
Cassava.
Oh, like a squash. Cassava.
But it's a powder. It's a powder. Google farofa de mandioca. Yes. Farofa de mandioca in Portuguese. I tried to translate and I couldn't. I tried several times.
It looks like this is more similar to a squash or a root of some kind.
Yes, but we make a powder with it like a crumb,
Mm.
and we fry onions and we mix together. We fry onion.
And that makes farofa. Farofa.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know how to say farofa in English.
I've never seen this before, so probably farofa. You'd have to say farofa and then explain to me what it is.
Farofa. Sounds funny. Farofa.
Farofa, that's my with an American accent. Farofa. It looks delicious though, and it looks like a similar flavor, like a savory, hearty flavor. Yum. This is why I love this holiday. I love these foods. I love hearing about other foods. Let's see. So another side dish we would eat would be squash. There's all different kinds of squash. We usually would have maybe a butternut squash. I don't eat a lot of squash. I have sweet potato casserole instead. Sweet potato casserole. Sweet potato casserole is part of the meal, but it tastes like dessert. It's very sweet, and it has marshmallows on top. That wasn't in our reading. That was just a side thing. Let's see. Just a couple more. We have cranberry sauce. This usually comes in a can, and we eat it as a side. And last but not least, my very favorite pie, pumpkin pie. All right. So that's a typical Thanksgiving meal. Any questions on the foods?
Yes. I think not only to the foods, but I think Thanksgiving is more celebrated than Christmas in United States. It's correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think because basically everyone celebrates Thanksgiving. It's not religious, so we're more free to talk about it. Businesses can openly celebrate it without offending people. So yeah, I think so. I think it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Any other questions or comments? Does anybody else have any kind of harvest celebration or autumn or fall celebration?
Here in Brazil, we don't have. We celebrate more religious holidays, and so other kinds of holidays. But harvest, for example, I don't know.
Cool. Yes, maybe not.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, Wellington. Thanks for sharing. Let's see. Anna Carolina wrote in the chat, "You've never tasted a pumpkin pie?"
No.
I recommend this if you ever have a chance.
We have a party in June called the Festa Junina, and it is a kind of a celebration of the Brazilian harvest, because it starts from the celebration of some saints days, like Saint Anthony, Saint John, and Saint Peter,
Mm.
and marks the end of the summer, and the beginning of the harvest.
How do you spell it? Festa, say it again.
June party, festa junina.
Yes.
It's because we lost the meaning, but it's a kind of a harvest party. Type harvest Brazilian party on Google.
Party.
See?
It looks fun. Yes, I see. Cool. Looks like a huge party. Oh, it looks fun. I like the straw hat.
It's very fun. It's celebrated in the entire country, and we dress up like people who are living in the countryside, but we exaggerate
Oh,
in
cool.
our costumes. And there is a prism and a love mail, and people send messages. It can be anonymous, or you can tell your name. And we have a dance called quadrilha.
Mhm.
And also you can be arrested, and you have to pay a fine or to do something fun to be released.
Oh, fun. That sounds amazing. It sounds like a fun festival. I love it. Thanks for sharing that. That's so cool. All right, let's see. So we're going to continue. We're going to do a little more speaking with this. Let's go back to our lesson. So the next part, the 5 of you are going to ask and answer questions. But we're going to mix it up a little. So you can ask anyone any question. All right. We have 12 questions. Some of them are based on the text. For example, number 4, who was Min? I would need to go back to the text. I'd probably need to read again and find Min and tell who Min is. Oh, Min was the ancient Egyptian god of vegetation. Okay. So some questions are about the reading. Some are just questions anyone can answer. So when it's your turn, you will choose a question to ask anyone in the class. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to choose, let's just see who's been paying attention. Greg. I'm going to start with Greg. Greg, who was Min?
Min was Egyptian god.
Very good. All right, so Min, now you will ask anyone any question.
Okay, so maybe Marco. Why did the Pilgrims leave England?
Okay. Can you show me the paragraph, please?
Yes, indeed. Is it this? I think it's paragraph here. Yeah, third paragraph.
In 1620? In 1620, a group of about 100 people. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Was the question when or why?
When? I think so. Why?
Why?
Okay, sorry. For religious freedom and better life in America.
Exactly. Very good. They were looking for religious freedom, freedom from the Church of England. Great. So Marco, now you can ask anyone any question. I guess we'll cross off the ones that we've answered. So ask anyone
Okay.
any other question.
Okay. Anna Carolina, how did the new American settlers learn to survive in their new land? Number 7.
Um, well, hold on. Um, mm, mm. They, what is it? They learn how to survive. Could you do the same, teacher?
Yeah.
Highlight. Okay. Oh my.
But not this whole paragraph. It's in the start somewhere here.
Okay.
And this one's not as exact, so it's not just one. You'll kind of put
Okay.
that all in your own words.
They learn how to grow corn and other crops in the unfamiliar soil. How to collect sap from the maple trees to make syrup and so forth. Uh, with the Native
Exactly.
Americans.
Excellent. Very nice. So they learned all these skills from the Native Americans. Cross that one off. So, oh, very nice. Anna Carolina, you may ask anyone any question.
Okay, Wellington. Um, why do the Chinese eat yellow round cakes on the fifth fifth 50th
15.
50th day of the 18th month of the lunar calendar?
To celebrate the harvest.
Very nice, to celebrate the harvest. Great, cross that one off. And Wellington, go ahead and ask anyone any question.
Okay. Gregors, and why is Canadian Thanksgiving earlier than American Thanksgiving?
Because it has different history. In the case of America, it was about the colonists who came in 1621, and the Canadian Thanksgiving, it was because there are different events, because that took place in their history, and I don't know what else.
I think that's a pretty good answer. Great, yeah. I think, oh, here too, the text says, the growing season is shorter and the harvest comes earlier.
Yeah, because the winter is coming earlier, probably.
Great. Very nice, Greg. So you may ask anyone any question.
Okay, so Anna Carolina, do you have a day of Thanksgiving in your country? If so, describe it.
No, we don't have a Thanksgiving in my country.
All right.
Okay.
Easy answer. No.
Yes. Oh well.
And
Okay.
you already told us about the June festival, which is a kind of a harvest festival.
Yes, but it's a entire month in the whole country, and it's very different.
Yeah, it sounds different. All right, so let's see. A few questions left. Ask anyone.
All right, Wellington again. Who celebrates the holiday of Sukkot? Sukkot.
The
I think so. Sukkoth, I would say. Sukkoth.
I think the Hebrews, right? I think
Yeah, the Hebrews, the Jewish people.
Hebrews.
Yeah, Hebrews. Great.
Hebrews.
All right. Just a couple more. Go ahead and ask again, anyone.
Okay. Marco, how do describe a traditional Thanksgiving meal in Canada or the United States?
Well, in the in the United States, turkey with sauce, mashed potatoes, pie. Um, that things.
All right, great. And the biggest food is probably the turkey.
Yeah, turkey with sauce and mashed potatoes. Potatoes.
Mhm. Good. Excellent. Good. One thing about gravy with the mashed potatoes, gravy, this is, let's see, sauce. Um, we only use sauce for some sauces. That word sauce. We would use for only for like a sauce that isn't specific. The Thanksgiving with our mashed potatoes, the gravy, we would never call it sauce. We would only call it gravy. It's a weird kind of a differently used word in English, but if it's a meat sauce, say gravy. All right, let's see. We've got just two more. So Marco, ask anyone one of the remaining questions.
For you.
Okay, great.
Question for you. What is your favorite holiday in your country for you? Because you said that the Thanksgiving Day is one of the most favorite holidays for you. But the most favorite holiday for you, what is it?
I think I'm torn between Thanksgiving and Halloween.
Okay.
They are both my favorite because, for different reasons. Thanksgiving's my favorite because of the food. It's the best food all year, and because you spend time with friends and family, and you don't really have to do any work. Like Christmas, you have to buy presents and go places.
Okay.
So that's why I like Thanksgiving. But Halloween is my other favorite because it's more of a party.
Okay.
Thank you. Great question. We're going to stop the worksheet there so that we have a couple of minutes to each of you will think of one thing you are grateful for or one thing you are thankful for. It is a Thanksgiving tradition. Before you eat your turkey, you go around the table and every person says one thing they're thankful for. So everyone think about that. I'll start. I'm going to say I am thankful for all of you students on Verbling for attending my classes. It's been just over a year, and Verbling has really been a great, fun way to make a little extra money. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here, to have fun with you all on my Thanksgiving. All right, who wants to go first?
Can I?
All right, go ahead, Wellington.
I thanks to be live, of course, to be here. In a way, to know you, of course. 1 year here also. And so, uh, because all everything.
Great. Yeah, exactly. All the simple things of being alive and being here. Great. Thank you, Wellington. Marco, how about you? What are you thankful for this year?
Well, I'm so thankful. Can I say
Yeah, you can say I am thankful.
thankful for job and my family.
Great. Excellent. Wonderful things. Thank you, Marco. Greg,
Okay,
how?
thank you.
Sorry. How about you, Greg?
I don't know, maybe it's with you I'm on Verbling, so I'm thankful for actually about a year of spending on Verbling and learning English for such a reasonable price.
Nice. Good. Glad to hear it. Great. Thank you, Greg. And Anna Carolina, how about you? One thing you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for not to have to work in Lawrence movies.
Yes. There you go. Yes. Me too, come to think of it.
Okay, I'm kidding you. They don't get it.
No, they won't. But very
Okay.
funny.
Yeah, I'm grateful for having you as a teacher because you are awesome.
You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you all. This was good, and the next one is going to be better. So we did this. This was kind of a warm-up lesson. In the next hour, I have a TED Ed lesson about Thanksgiving that's much more challenging, deep into history. So join me if you can. If not, I will see you next time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.